Okay, everybody. So yeah, I don't have any footage today, but I figured just because I don't have footage doesn't mean that I can't make some footage or some content. So I'm going to show you how I go through the steps of making my videos, the app that I use on my phone. As you can see, this is the screen of my phone. And please forgive me, we're at a Cracker Barrel and there's a road nearby, so if you hear any background noises, that's what that is. But this is how I go about making a video. So this is my cell phone. This is what the screen looks like. I open up um, this folder and it has my camera and all of my photo stuff. And I open up Power Director. Okay, and Power Director automatically turns to the side. So here is what a blank video would look like. There's nothing on the screen. You have to add things. So in order to add a picture or video, you would click here and all of your items would pop up. You also have access to your Google Drive as well. Also, when you see those color boxes, if you go here, you can click into color board. That red box that I always like to show, that I put my name behind, is here. And one of the first things I do before I do any of that is I go into the stack or the layer and I open up image. And I've been trying to remember to put my logo in the corner, and you can shrink it to fit. I really wish they had a feature where you could do a watermark through the length of the video. I think I might even talk to them about that, maybe suggest it to them. But for now, I just have to drag it all the way for as long as I think. Sometimes I usually drag it for about the first 10 minutes, and then I drag it as I need for the length of my video. So I usually in the beginning drag it for like 10 minutes, and the minutes are up here on the top. That's the length, that's the time of your video. So we're at 8 minutes, 8.5, 9, and that's about 10 minutes, 10 minutes and 5 seconds. So then I go scroll all the way back, excuse me, to the beginning. And I did add a video of me doing how you turn on your notifications. So I did a capture of that, and it's here. Now, when you go to add something, if you just tap on the side of it, it'll have a plus button to add it or a play button to play it. And the play button lets you hear what it sounds like before you add it. So this is what this one sounds like. Thanks for tuning in to another video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, the gray bell, options, all, and okay. Now, unfortunately, I ended up cutting myself off before finishing the whole word okay at the end, but I'm not going to worry about it. So I'm going to drag it over here, and I can put it either behind or after the red box, color box, or before it. I think I'm going to put it before it. And then we go back, and then back again to our main screen. And as you can see, my logo here is on the screen, but it's the complete opacity or opaqueness. So I want to go to the edit tool and bring it down to about 65%. And drag it back to the beginning, and let's watch what we have so far. Thanks for tuning in to another video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, the gray bell, options, all, and okay. Now this is normally where my name pops up. So you drag where you want to drop whatever it is you're going to drop in. So wherever this blue line here is where whatever text or video or picture you're going to be, it's where you're currently working. Go back to the layering tool, go up here to title to add words, and this is the one that I like to do. Now it will add a second tray on for layering, and that's all you get. You only get 2 for layering, 2 for music, and 1 for video. tap on the box, take this font, text away, and I'm going to put my name like this, and I'm going to center it, and let's choose a, here we go, let's choose this font. I like to change up the font. I usually make it as big as possible. I can also add bold to it. We go here to the middle A here allows me to add a outline, which I always do. I try and keep it between 1 and 2. And I want to make sure that this color box is the same length as the text. And we can watch it again.
Thanks for tuning in to another video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, the gray bell, options, all, and OK.
And then my name would pop up. So the next thing that I would do, I would want to add would be music. So we go back up here again. And this is for video, photo, or music. So I'm going to go to music. I'm going to go to my downloads. And I already know I want a song that I picked out at the library the other day. This tells you the length of it. This allows you to listen to it. So you can preview it. And if you tap on it, then you can hit the plus button. So I'm going to add it. And let's listen to it.
Thanks for tuning in to another video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, the gray bell, options, all, and OK.
Now that's good, but my issue is the music is a little loud. So if you tap on your music track, this section over here changes and you have a pencil, which is your editing tool, and you go in the volume. And right now it's at 100%. I'm going to drag it down to 25-ish. I think that was 24. And we're going to fade it out at the end. Let's try it one more time.
Thanks for tuning in to another video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, the gray bell, options, all, and OK.
That to me sounds much better. It's not blaring me out when I'm talking. So now we need some sort of content here. And as I said, I did not shoot anything today, so I'm going to use some weird B footage video that I had shot the other day at the library of me choosing music. So these are all the videos that I have stored on my phone, which I periodically go through and upload to my Google Drive and get them off of my phone SD card. So here's one of me at the library. This is when I was choosing music. And so I'm going to add it. I'm going to add it down here. We're going to go back. And I'm going to tap it and bring up my editing tool. And I'm going to turn the volume all the way down on this because I wasn't saying anything in this. It was just me choosing music at the library. And so I'm going to skip that beginning intro. We don't need to hear that again. And just go straight to this and let you view. So this was me at the library. I was had my headphones on and I was choosing music. And this is the way that I have to choose music because I do everything on my cell phone. Unfortunately, my I'm gonna turn this down a little. My hold on. Let me turn this down while I'm talking to you. So I have my headphones on here choosing music. And the way I have to choose music because I do everything on my cell phone, because if I go to YouTube and I go to YouTube and go to desktop on my browser on my phone, it would not let me listen to the music or preview it first. It gives me every function except for that, and I don't know why that is. So what I do is when I'm at libraries or whatever coffee shop or whatever Wi-Fi, I'll pull out my laptop, put on my headphones, listen to the music on the laptop, and then write down the titles of the music that I want to download. Then go into my browser on my phone in the section that lets you Creator Studio on my YouTube in the browser, and I search for the title of the track, and then just download it. That way I don't have to re-listen to it. I write down the title, I know it's a song that I want, and it's free content. So that's kind of what I do. So let's go to the end of this. Let's say we're going to keep all that. Oh, let me show you her music mixing. So I'm going to turn the volume back up a teeny bit on this track so you can hear it. So as you can see, my track is shorter than my video. And when that happens, you can add in another song or you can use the same song. So we're going to do it both ways. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to tap on the music track. Your editing tool comes up and you can do duplicate. So as you can see, it just duplicates that track again. But like most tracks, at the end, there's a blank space there. So what I would do is I would take this and I would delete it, and I would bring my blue line, which is my current spot, and I would put it right before the end of the track, or close to the end of the track. Then I would go into my music selection, and if I wanted to do the same song, I would find it again, and this one's called Junebug, and I got it because of my granddaughter Juniper. And I would drag it. Oops. You can hold it down and drag and drop it. Oh, shoot. Went too far. Let's go back over. Come on, cooperate. Oh, shoot. I don't know what I just did. Hold on. Undo that. Okay. Let's try this again. Put the blue bar where we want it. Go to our downloaded music. This is called Junebug. So let's not drag and drop. Let's just add it. And when you add it, it's going to add it wherever this blue line is where it's going to add whatever it is you just plus or hit the plus sign for. So now you'll see that it's overlapping, and we'll mix it. Let's see what it sounds like. Now this one, the volume is at 100%, so we need to match the volume. We brought the other one down to 25-ish. And we probably want to fade this one in and take the other one and remove the fade off. And you see how it kind of blended? It was a slight difference, but very slight. So that's one way to do it if you want to just use the same song, and we'll listen to it again as it blends in. Close your eyes and listen to it. There was a little bit of a discrepancy there, but very, very slight. So if we don't want to use the same song and have it replay over and over again, let's delete that. We'll bring our dragger, our blue line back over here. We'll go back to music. Back to downloads, and we will say, okay, let's see what else we have. Let me listen to this. Okay, that doesn't really match the tempo. This one kind of has that same tempo, so let's add this one. So we're going to add it. And now let's go back and let's change the volume and bring it down to match to that 25-ish range, and have it fade in just slightly so it's not. And let's see what it sounds like. That wasn't too terribly bad. That wasn't too bad, so I'm not mad at that. So let me show you now how I do the ending of my videos. So at the end of my video, I watch it to see if there's anything weird at the end that I need to cut off. And see how I looked into the camera there? So I'm going to cut that off. And that happened at like 4:28 seconds and some odd. So I'm looking at my countdown. And I want to probably stop it just before that. Select it. My editing tool comes up. My little knife, it looks like a box cutter knife. Tap it. It cuts it right where the blue line is, and then you touch the piece you want cut off and you delete it. So now I'm going to go back in here to where the video bar is, and I'm going to go to video because I'm going to add my color again because I like my color at the end. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to do my layering tool, and I also like to put my fonts there as well. So I'm going to touch that again. And this is where I usually write, lately I've been writing like, sub, share. And then thanks for watching. And you are loved because you are. Then you go in here to this editing and we choose the font we want. Let's use the same font we used in the beginning. I try and do that. Not always do I do that, but I try to use the same font from the beginning to the end. We're going to center it. I'm not going to put it in bold, but I'm going to go here and put a black outline around it. And as you can see, I stretched out my logo to 10 minutes, and we're only at 4 minutes and something. So I just go here and I select it, put the blue line where I want it to end, select it. My knife comes up, I cut it, I tap on the piece I want cut off, and I delete it. So I don't have to go back and adjust that if I don't need to or want to. I could go all the way back. I could scroll all the way here and then just shrink it back down, but that's a lot of work. So this is what our ending is going to look like. And it looks like our music is short, and there's nothing we can do about that, but add another piece to it. So what we could do is this very ending here where my blue line is. Remember, this is where I am currently. I can tap here. I can tap cut, but I'm not going to delete it. I'm going to tap that little piece, hit the editing, and hit duplicate. And it adds that piece onto the back that's the same length, and then I can shorten that. And it might sound funny. We'll see. If it does, we will undo that. So this is the ending. It didn't sound too bad. The only thing is the main one faded out. So let's go back into the volume. The middle one faded in. We don't want that one to... Oh, hold on. Okay. Hold on. Oh, I guess it didn't fade in. Maybe not. Okay. All right. So maybe it didn't fade in. I don't know. All right. I think the volume was slightly different. Yeah, there was a little skip there, but not so much that I'm going to care about it. So basically, that is how I make a video on my cell phone using Power Director. And if you are interested in making videos on your phone, download it. I don't think it's in the Apple Store, so if you're on an iPhone, you're going to have to figure out something else. Power Director right now is only on Android platform. So thanks for watching this tutorial video on how I make my videos for my channel. Don't forget to like, sub, and share. Thank you for watching, and yes, you most certainly are loved.